bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews, have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
Alright, this is Bum Wine Bob coming at you with an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat. How the hell have you guys been? It's been a few weeks since our last episode. Summer is winding down fast, but hey, we are back here with an all-new podcast to wet your whistle and help you enjoy those final days of summer. Now, if you've been keeping up with the website at bumwinebob.com, you know that there's been a lot of action going on. While we haven't been having as much fun in podcast form recently, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be checking out the website on a daily basis. There's always great content, great features, you name it, it's out there on the website at bumwinebob.com. But anyway, why we are here today, it is for a special drink-along edition of the podcast, and we cracked open the first installment a few weeks back when we welcomed Scott Quick from Brewbag on the podcast. We cracked open a can of the Joose Blue Lemonade, and today we have his counterpart with us, the Joose, is it Mas Mango? Is it Mas Joose Mango? Not quite sure, but this one has been sitting in the fridge for almost 2 months now since I picked it up, and we've been going through the special beverages of summer 2021. We did the Busch Light Apple, the MD 2020 Spike Punch cans, the Orange, and the Island Pineapple. We did the Joose Blue Lemonade, and this week we are going to crack open the mango juice of the J series. So let's not waste any more time. I'm feeling a little parched here, a little thirsty. I want to crack open this bad boy and give it a shot. So if you have your can of Joose Mas Mango at home, grab it really quick. And if you have to pause the episode to grab it, that's fine. Hit that pause button. If not, go ahead, hit play, and we're going to crack open this bad boy right now and see how it is. There we go. Ooh, nice mango smell to it here. All right, so let's give this bad boy a try here. Cheers. All right, not bad. Does taste very familiar. Trying to think of exactly what I've had that tastes similar to it, but it's got the mango flavor to it. This one gives a little more of that burning going down. I think when I had the Blue Lemonade, which we cracked open on the Brewbag episode, that one was pretty smooth. Not much kick to it, not too much of a burn, but just like the Blue Lemonade, the Mas Mango comes in at 14% alcohol by volume. It is a member of the J series, whatever that means. I guess there's a different series of juice flavors out there, possibly. I don't know, maybe somebody can let us know. A premium malt beverage with natural flavors and certified colors, FD&C Yellow number 6. Please recycle, a 23.5 ounce can. Follow them at Team Joose. That's Joose. Oh, and you can check them out on YouTube at the Joose Tube. I've yet to do that, but maybe I will check it out. But yeah, let's give this another shot here. Yeah, I can't quite think of what it was that I had that tasted very familiar to this, but I have had something I guess, in the mango family. Could have been a Four Loko or something along those lines, but definitely tastes very similar. Not bad. Certainly, I would rank the Blue Lemonade higher than the mango. Now, this is only the third installment of Joose that I've had. The first one was back in 2018. We did a feature of it for it on the website last year when I did my to drink or not to drink specials, and that was the Joose Orange Cream, which at the time was really good. I don't believe it's in production anymore. I think they shut down that flavor, but the Joose Orange Cream was pretty good to have. Now, the problem was I drank that on an empty stomach down in Ocean City, Maryland. Picked it up, cracked it open at the hotel. Then before we left, I poured the rest of it that was in the can into a little mini orange juice bottle. So, to the unsuspecting viewer, you're just drinking a little mini orange juice. They're both technically orange. It's orange juice, orange cream. They're both orange in color. But I brought that with me onto the boardwalk, then ended up combining that with the Budweiser, the Jim Beam barrel reserve. I don't know what the hell they called it. But the combination of those two on an empty stomach, out in the sun, a long day of travel, did not end well, and there might have been some vomiting involved by the end of the night. Not quite at the blackout level of taking a ride on the Night Train Express in Atlantic City, but it was not a fun night, that's for sure. So we've kind of made up for it since then over the past few months with the Joose, the Blue Lemonade that we tried out, and now the Joose Mango. It's definitely not bad. It definitely gives you the mango. If you're looking for mango, this is your drink right here. There's no denying the mango flavor in this can. So if you like mango, this is for you. But if you're not a mango fan looking for a different type of fruity malt beverage, then you might want to go to something else. But definitely pretty good. Warning, contains alcohol, as if we can't tell with the 14% alcohol by volume labels all over the can. But yeah, the flavored malt liquor, enjoy responsibly. So remember that when you're out there, and do not drink this on an empty stomach. I could assure you, nothing good will happen from that. So, but yeah, that's the Joose Mas Mango. It is on tap as the bumwinebob.com malt beverage of the week, as we are getting ready to close out summer. Lo and behold, I mean, August is coming to an end. Summer goes by quick. I know technically we still have a few weeks of summer before fall really kicks in. But on the plus side of things, while you might be a little bit down that summer's coming to an end, if you've been living under a rock for the past few weeks, there was the big announcement that the original classic Steel Reserve, the Steel Reserve High Gravity, is not going to be discontinued. There was the controversy, even when we did our last podcast, talking with Scott from Brewbag. We talked about the 11 budget beers that were getting the axe from Molson Coors, and on the original list was Steel Reserve. So people were up in arms, flipping out, upset. Steel Reserve, the 211, it's a classic, regardless of your stance on it. If you like it, you don't like it, it is a standard bearer in the high gravity cheap beer, malt liquor world. And when you hear that something like that is getting the axe, people are going to be upset. we've all had our ups and downs with the 211, but Molson Coors did reach out and said not to worry. The Steel Reserve High Gravity is sticking around. It's just the Steel Reserve Triple Export that's taken a break. Now, it's been a few years since I've last seen a can of Steel Reserve Triple Export, at least in my area. So, you could have fooled me that one wasn't around anymore. Because I think the last time I had it was, I think in 2018 for Malt Liquor May. I believe was the last time that I cracked open a can of Steel Reserve Triple Export. For a while, it was a standard you would see often, but even before 2018, it was kind of picking and choosing where it would decide to show up. So, it's sad that the Triple Export is taking a break, but we can all rejoice and be happy that the classic Steel Reserve is still sticking around. So, I mean, that's really the main thing, other than the the OnlyFans controversy of either are they allowing porn, are they not allowing porn? They aren't, now they are again. We will be having some people on the podcast in the coming weeks to break down some of that OnlyFans controversy. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We haven't locked down any dates yet, but if you stay tuned to bumwinebob.com and subscribe to Bumming with Bobcat on your favorite podcast apps, except for Spotify, because it's been officially announced. I did speak with Spotify, and while they didn't give me a exact reason, I'm pretty sure it was a copyright infringement notification that was supposed to go to the podcast host, which they said they never got because they were supposed to send it to me if they did get it, but I never got any type of letter from Spotify. But for those of you wondering why we are not on Spotify, well, we were for a short amount of time a few years ago, then all of a sudden just got up and vanished from there. But that's why. It's because of if you go into the archives of the podcast, it won't take very long to figure out why. But hey, we're still on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Player.fm, Podchaser, pretty much any other podcast app that's out there. Amazon, you can find Bumming with Bobcat out there. So be sure to tell your friends if you enjoy the show, if you like my ranting and rambling and drinking escapades. Be sure to to give a 5-star review on iTunes and share it and tell your friends to hit us up and check it out, because as always, it's the podcast for the people that love the world of cheap booze and drinking. This is the safe place to come to for those of you that enjoy the old school classics, the bum wines, the 40s, the malt liquor. You name it, it's a classic. We love it here. And if you want to be a part of the bumwinebob.com team, you want to do posts on the site, you want to do podcasts with me, you want to just shoot the shit, do it. Hit me up, send me an email, send me a tweet. You know where to find me at bumwinebob. Just come on down, join the team. We're looking for people to join the fun. Dennis gets lonely there on the BWB wrestling side of things. If you want to do wrestling, sports, music, movies, pop culture, nostalgia, anything you want, the forum is yours. It's a judgment-free zone. Just get your words out there. You want a place to just speak your piece? Bumwinebob.com is the place to be. And while we are getting ready to wrap up summer, let's get some more little juice here to. Yeah, not a bad beverage. Yeah, it's one of those that kind of works on you a little bit the more you drink it. Yeah, definitely not a bad choice. You could do worse. I mean, like I said, it's 14%, so it's in the Four Loko world. It's pretty much a cousin of it. So, you know what you're getting when you're cracking open one of these. But what I was in the process of saying before taking that sip was that while summer is coming to an end, that means fall's around the corner, football season is getting ready to kick off, and now's the time to join the 2021 Bum Wine Bob NFL Pick'em League. Test your luck and pick some games for your chance to win some BWB swag. You never know you never know what the winner might get. So there's only one way to find out. That's by joining the league. It's free to join, free to play. You can talk trash, smack, whatever you want. Just head over to pick'em.bumwinebob.com. That's PICKEM.bumwinebob.com. Join the league. Group ID 2521. And the group password is BWB2021. That will get you in the door. The more the merrier. Every year. We've been doing the Pick'em League now since, I think 2015 was the first year that we did the Pick'em League full scale. So, come on down, join the fun, and ask some of the previous winners. They have gotten the BWB prize pack, so the winner does get some goodies. So it's not just make-believe, it's real life. You really get some koozies, some magnets, whatever I have laying around. You could get a can of Colt 45. You never know. You never know what might make it to you if you win the Pick'em League. And since football season is around the corner, don't forget to stock up on your booze. You can order booze to your front door at drizzly.bumwinebob.com. Click the link, place an order, get all your favorites. You get your juice, you can get your empty 2020 cans, your Colt 45, your 211s, you name it, you can get it over at drizzly.bumwinebob.com. You click that link, you place an order, they kick us back a few cents, and then maybe 10 years from now, we can buy a 6-pack for ourselves. But then we'll keep the shameless plugs going really quick before we wrap things up this week. It's fairly quick. Power formation, we're just going balls to the wall this week. That you can also, you get your booze delivered to your front door, you can also get meals delivered to your front door if you order from Freshly. And if you go to freshly.bumwinebob.com, that's FRESHLY.bumwinebob.com, you can get 30% off your first meal. These are meals sent to you, easy to make. Put them in your microwave, bada bing, bada boom, perfect. So if you're wanting to maybe watch what you're eating while you're drinking heavily, then that's the way to do it. You're snacking on the weekend, but during the week you want something that's a little bit quick to make, but still good for you. Check out the meals at freshly.bumwinebob.com. Definitely a place to go to get your food and your booze delivered right to your front door. But yeah, I think that'll just about do it for this week on the podcast. Make sure to check out the full post of the MAS Juice Mango as the bumwinebob.com malt beverage of the week. Don't forget to sign up for the bumwinebob.com NFL Pick'em League. Give me a follow if you don't already. If you're here, I'm assuming you do, but if you don't, follow me at bumwinebob.com and on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at bumwinebob. And stay tuned. We have some treats coming your way in the coming weeks on the podcast and on the website. So, until next time, I am Bumwine Bob. Cheers.
I need a beer.